Hello everyone, I'll be your Toastmaster for this session. Today I would like to introduce the grammarian timer, and I'll start with the grammarian who is Imara.
So, my role as a grammarian is to track your filler words and your word of the day, which is riveting.
There's a. Oh, sorry.
Which means completely engrossing, compelling, and an example sentence is the book is riveting account of the legendary freedom fighter.
She told you the meaning of riveting. What was it? Freedom fighter. No. You can listen.
I'd like to call up our timer, Sophia.
Hello, I'll be your timer today. For speaker, the speech will be 2 to 3 minutes, and once it exceeds 2 to 3 minutes, the screen will turn red, and yeah, but for
No, not done yet. Your timer's part is done? So,
we're just saying it.
We have three different kind of speech. We have three different kind of speech. Prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes. 5 to 7? Yeah, prepared speech is 5 to 7 minutes.
That's got on 4 to 6 and 2 to 3.
Right. The speaker number 3 is 4 to 6 minutes. Yeah. Speaker number 1 is Isaac. That's not right. 2 to 3 minutes is not right.
No.
Isaac is not here, as you observed. So we'll have 2 speakers today.
Okay.
Last year. Now, this will be the coaching moment for everybody. Observe who's here, who's not here. If you see in speakers not here, it's the Toastmaster's job to go over the agenda before the meeting starts, so that everybody will be on the same page. Isaac will not be here, then there will be no speaker 1. If I were the one team, he can be the other spot that's necessary. So let's go backward. Let's get that part figured out, squared out. Okay, and then we're gonna introduce the timer rule.
So speaker 3 is still 5 to 7?
Speaker 3 is the
And speaker 2 is 4 to 6.
icebreaker, that's 4 to 6 minutes. Shrika, she's not here, so we'll not have speaker number 2. Or have speaker number 3, Emma is here. And then Toastmaster can call for a pocket speech. If anybody has a pocket speech, okay, but you have to call for it. Yeah, okay, let's go, roll back, let's start from the Toastmaster role.
Hello everyone, I'm Placid, I'll be your Toastmaster for this session. And I would like to introduce the grammarian Imara.
No, sorry. Let's make sure everybody understand the order,
Okay,
how you're gonna run the meeting, because you're the host of the meeting.
Okay, so Isaac's not here, so let's see. Do we have anyone who wants to do a pocket speech? Just speak for 2 to 3 minutes.
I will do the pocket. 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes.
Has anybody not done their icebreaker that's been here?
I think everybody has done the icebreaker.
Everybody's done that, okay.
Mr. Taylor wants to do this.
Who? Horace Taylor? Horace, hold on a second. We cannot hear you, so let me get the speaker right.
Okay.
Uh,
Testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing.
Horace, can you say something again?
Testing 1, 2.
Okay, not yet. Let's try another one.
Transmitter and receiver aligned.
Oh, now.
Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Palastia, can you say something?
Hello?
Horace, can you hear Palastia?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Great, all right,
Okay.
we're set.
So, Miss Ann, I think you were evaluator 3, but
Yes, I'm evaluator 3, but Horace, you said you have a pocket speech?
Sure, I can do a pocket speech.
Okay, great.
so are you doing it, Miss Ann, or is Mr. Horace doing it for the pocket speech?
Horace will be.
Horace?
And then Tim, as an evaluator, since he doesn't have an evaluator speaker, he can evaluate Horace. Is that okay, Tim?
Sure.
Okay.
Tim is evaluator 1. Is Emma still doing her speech? You're doing your speech? And your evaluator was Miss Ann, so does anyone want to be evaluator for Emma?
I'm the evaluator for
Oh,
Emma.
you can do both?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, sorry.
yeah, I'm the evaluator, I'm not speaker. Horace Taylor will be the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Tim will be.
So
his-
evaluator 1 is Tim, speaker 1 is
Horace.
Horace, and then speaker 2 is Emma, and then evaluator 2 is Miss Ann.
Normally, we put a pocket speech at on the last.
Okay, so we can.
So Emma will be the first, because
yeah,
she
that's fine.
prepared for it.
Okay, so I'll now be introducing evaluator 1, who is Miss Ann for Emma's speech.
Timer? Can you describe your timer role? Since we're rolling back, so let's just get all that. Shrika's here. Shrika is here. Shrika, can you sit over here? Yeah. All right. Pranita is here too. Shrika. Horace.
The speaker.
Okay, so since we have 2 speakers, I think we will not have a pocket speaker. Or, yeah, so you will be Shrika's evaluator. Okay, great. Sorry. So that's the coaching moment for everybody. If you are the Toastmaster, arrive at least 5 minutes early, so you get to talk to who, and try not to be late. Tell your parents, because you can drive, they can drive. You just have to ask to get you here early. Okay, you have the timer.
I'm Sophie, and I'll be the timer today. For under 5 minutes, the screen will be yellow. For 5 to 7 minutes, the screen will be green, and over 7 minutes, the screen will turn red. And
Okay, now roll back. The timer roll. Now this is the coaching moment for everybody. If one day you will be the timer, describe 3 different kind of speeches. Prepare the speech today. Shrika is the project number 2, so that's 5 to 7 minutes. As the VP education, you have to know what project everyone is on. If he's not icebreaker, it's 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. Emma's is an icebreaker, so it's 4 to 6 minutes. So that's prepared speech. Second kind of speech is the table topic speech. It's 1 to 2 minutes. And you will have to tell people minimum is 1 minute, because that's what we have been struggling with to get to 1 minute. So you have to stress that when you introduce your role. The third type of speech is evaluation speech, which is 2 to 3 minutes. You will describe all that introduce your role. That's for everybody, okay? One day if you do your timer's role, you talk about all 3 different speeches and timeline. Thank you. Yeah. Then sure.
I'll be now introducing Evaluator 1, Horace, for Speaker 1, Shrika.
Good afternoon. Today's first speaker is an icebreaker. The icebreaker's objective of the icebreaker speech is simply for the person to share with us something about themselves or something that whatever they would like to talk about. But what's key there is speaking for anywhere between 4 and 6 minutes. So the icebreaker speech, as Anna was just noting, should be between 4 and 6 minutes. So as the evaluator, I have a little evaluation form here that says icebreaker. And at the end of it, I will give my evaluation. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Shrika's is project number 2. Now, again, a coaching moment for everybody. If you are a speaker, send a message to your evaluator what project you're gonna be speaking on, because he doesn't know. Okay, it's an honor to have somebody evaluate you. So you have to do this. You have to let people know, hey, this is my speech. Please evaluate me according to this project. It's for your benefit. Okay, everybody? Okay, good. So it's project number 2.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me just update my agenda. No problem. The evaluation will go accordingly. I still have the evaluation worksheet, and in that worksheet, what I will be listening for is your vocal variety, how well you project yourself, the clarity in which you speak, your eye contact. So you're standing there in front of the classroom. I will watch to see that you're panning around. You can see everybody. That way you can, if you see somebody going to sleep, you can just throw your pen at them and say, wake up, right? Anything to keep the audience alive. And then at the end, I will give my response to the wonderful speech that you're about to present. So I'll let everybody know what I heard, what I felt, and of course, what I see. Back to you.
So I'll now be introducing Speaker 1, who's Shrika.
Today I'll be talking about Vincent van Gogh, the man, not the artist. Van Gogh, we've all seen or heard of some of his paintings, Bedroom and Arrows, Starry Night, and many others. But there's a fascinating mind and life that painted these works. Today I'll focus on Van Gogh's life, not just his reputation. Early life and background. Vincent van Gogh was born on March 30th, 1853, in the Netherlands, and died July 29th, 1890, making him 37 years old. He held various jobs throughout his life, including an art dealer, a missionary, and a teacher. His time as a missionary among coal miners in Belgium made him see darker views of the world, which was later shown through his art. He had many family. His parents were Theodore van Gogh and Anna Cornelia Carbentus. Vincent had 5 siblings: Anna, Elizabeth, Wilhelmina, Cornelius, and Theo. He also had a dead little brother after who he's named for, but he died stillborn. The bond with Theo. Theo, Vincent's younger brother, was his closest sibling and provided significant support throughout Vincent's life. As an art dealer, Theo played a crucial role in helping Vincent gain exposure and connect with other artists. He offered financial stability and emotional support, communicating regularly to ensure Vincent received proper care for his mental health issues. Mental health struggles. Van Gogh faced various mental health struggles, but an official diagnosis is elusive. His symptoms included psychotic episodes, hallucinations, delusions, confusions, disorientations, just a lot of mood swings and more. He had seizures and would go unconscious for a few minutes. He was also very impulsive, meaning he had reckless spending habits, and he didn't
He didn't have great relationships with some of his with some of his family, and he also suffered from insomnia. These disorders significantly impacted Van Gogh's life and work. Number one, he couldn't hold a job. As I talked about earlier, he had multiple jobs before he finally decided on an artist. However, they also influenced his art, giving it a distinctive brush stroke and emotional depth. It also led to his infamous cutting off his ear. As I mentioned earlier, Van Gogh moved to France in 1886, more specifically Paris, in order to get more exposure and meet other artists like himself. There, his brother introduced him to Paul Gauguin. In 1888, Van Gogh invited Gauguin to join himself in Arras, in the south of France, hoping to create an artist community to establish a vibrant studio environment. Their time together was marked by intense collaboration and creativity as they influenced each other's work. Van Gogh admired Gauguin's bold use of color and innovative approach to art, and Gauguin appreciated Van Gogh's unique emotional depth. But they both had many differences, which led to a lot of conflict. They were also in tight quarters, which also helped make tensions rise. There were many differences in their personalities and artistic styles. Gauguin was more concerned in his individual style and sometimes dismissed Van Gogh. And tensions escalated until December 23rd, 1888. The exact nature of the argument is unknown, but it was severe enough that Gauguin stormed out of the room going for a walk. There, he left the man with a bunch of mental issues alone in a house with sharp objects. So then Van Gogh took a razor and chopped his ear off. After this, Gauguin obviously moved back to Paris, and Van Gogh, Theo helped Van Gogh through his mental issues. Van Gogh's neighbors also eventually signed a petition to kick Van Gogh out of their neighborhood. And in May 1889, he went to an asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. Despite his condition, he continued to produce beautiful works of art like The Starry Night. And then he moved to Auvers-sur-Oise, where he was under the care of Dr. Paul Gatchett. On July 27, 1890, it's believed that Van Gogh went into a wheat field and shot himself in the chest with a revolver. He then made his way back to Arbour-Reville, the inn where he was staying. 2 days later, July 29th, he died from his injuries with Theo at his bedside.
Great speech. I'll be now introducing Evaluator 2, Miss Anna, who's going to be evaluating Emma's icebreaker speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Polastia, for that introduction. This is Emma's very first speech, which is the icebreaker speech. The objectives are develop an awareness of situations in which, okay, this is not right project manual. So I want all right. So for those who are the first time and you are here today, this is the menu we're working on. It's called Competent Communication. There are 10 projects covering all the speaking fundamentals. The very first project is the icebreaker, and then the second is organize your speech, get to the point, your body, how to use the body movement, the vocal variety, and persuade with power, persuasive speech, and then inspirational speech, which is the project number 10. So this book is the very good book. We are working on this book right now. So Emma's project number 1, icebreaker. The objectives are to begin speaking before an audience, which you have done many times. So I'm sure you will be good at, you have been already good at. The second is discover speaking with your already have to discover speaking skills you already have and the skills that need some attention. The time is 4 to 6 minutes. All right, let's give the podium to Emma.
Hello, my name is Emma, and today I'll be speaking my icebreaker. I was born in China and stayed there for around a year, I believe, before moving to Columbus, Ohio, which I stayed for another 2 years. Eventually, I moved to Collierville, Tennessee, and started kindergarten. It was very interesting for me at first because of the new environment and the new people. I really enjoyed my class and my teacher because mainly of the treasure box. There was also, I remember, a chart, and if you got to the top of it, you had a prize. It was mainly the same thing in first grade too, which I enjoyed. There was one thing that was different though. You had to have good behavior, and then you would get a reward for that. In second grade, things changed a little because of COVID. During spring break, the schools shut down because of the pandemic, and it extended into summer break, which led into third grade. It was a new experience, and I wasn't sure about what I felt at first because everything was on the iPad, and you couldn't interact with your friends in person, and it was hard to communicate. But eventually, things got better, and I moved into fourth grade. I had to wear a mask, but most people did. I signed up for the robotics team, and I got in. My team got into state, but unfortunately, we didn't make it to Worlds. But in fifth grade, I signed up again, and my team got first in state and got into Worlds. I don't know what the qualifications were, but somehow I ended up getting a bronze medal. It was also in Dallas, Texas. Moving on to sixth grade, I went to West Collierville Middle School. I was worried at first because of how large the school was, and I was afraid that I'd get lost in the winding hallways. I did get lost. I circled around a place 2 times before realizing and asking an adult for help. A lot of my teachers were very fun though, except for my science teacher. She had obvious favorites and treated the rest of us like dust particles, but that might have been because my class was loud. And now in 7th grade, I'm currently homeschooled, which I enjoy because it gives me new opportunities and more time to do the things I love, like piano and swimming. I think that homeschool, compared to 6th grade at the actual school campus, is more benefiting because you get to plan your own schedule and set what you want to do. I actually started learning new things this year, like how to code, and I play tennis a bit too. There's also more benefits because in middle school, you don't really get any outside time. But at home, I get to go outside whenever I want. And right now, I am satisfied with homeschooling and the choice I chose. And that is my icebreaker. Thank you.
And that's all for our speeches. And now we'll be moving into the table topic session. I'll pass it on to the table topics master, Gia.
My My bag, it's with my mom in the classroom.
Yeah, I can change the name for you if you want me to do that. Is that okay?
Um, I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Okay. So I guess we can switch the session. Is that, I think that's what he's suggesting. Toastmaster, what do you?
Okay, we can move to the general evaluations of the speeches, and we'll come back to table topic sessions.
We can move to, evaluation session.
Okay, so I'll start with evaluator 1, who was Horace, for this first speech of Shrika.
Okay, thank you so much. Good afternoon, Gavel Toastmasters. So my evaluation is on Sharika. This is for project number 2. Project number 2 is all about organizing your speech. Sharika, you did a wonderful, totally a wonderful job organizing your speech. For example, you shared with us insight about Van Gogh that most people never even heard about, because for the most part, the only thing we know about Van Gogh is he was a painter. And maybe there's a painting out there that if we saw it today, we probably won't even recognize that he's the person that who painted the picture. But the fact that you peeled the onion back and looked at his family, you described his parents and his siblings. That's the level of detail that we like to see all Toastmasters do, especially when you have to organize a speech and then present that speech. So, item number 2 on the evaluation form goes like this. The speech value. I think the value of your speech would be rated as a number 5. 1 being the lowest value, 5 being the highest value. Preparation, it was obvious, even though you came with notes, it was obvious you had read your notes over, you did the research, and that was just a magnificent presentation. The organization, as I already talked about it was logical and absolutely clear. You have a wonderful speaking voice. You project yourself with ease. Your body language. Although you're, for the most part, you're standing there with your notes, but I did see you pan a little bit left and right. So I know you were paying attention to the audience, and I assume, since I'm online, that they were watching you back. I can't see who's not on the screen. Then the conclusion. Just like the body of the speech, was powerful to me. The transitions that you made from one section to the next was also very, very good. Now, what could the speaker have done differently to make the speech more effective? I've kind of already alluded to it. Perhaps during this speech, if you would have had one of his most famous pictures there, that way everybody can say, Van Gogh, he's not only a painter, he was a person. He had siblings, he had parents, right? We would know that. He cut off his ear, We would understand that, and we'll be able to associate that to him as a person. And what did I like most about your presentation? Obviously, the fact that you did the research, you organized it well, and you stood before all the Toastmasters there, and you delivered it magnificent. Thank you so much. Back to you. Back to the Toastmaster, I believe.
Thank you, Horace. We will continue with the second evaluation, who is Miss Anne for Emma's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Celestia. All right, Emma's icebreaker speech. I love the speech, Emma. It is a wonderful speech about your life so far, and it is very easy to follow because it's a chronicle order. You talk about where you're born and when you came to United States, where you stayed. In that order, it is just we can follow you through your life so far. So the number one great thing is easy to follow. Number two is you talk about your schools, your school life. And I can tell that's a very important part of your life. That means you are very good students because that just means so much to you. And you talk about the homeschooling. I like that you talked about how the benefit about homeschooling, because that's the very next question I want to ask you. If you hadn't talked about the benefits of homeschooling, I would come to you after the meeting to hear all about it. So it seems you just know what audience want to hear. You expect the question and you offer the answer already in that speech. That's a very smart way to present your topic. You anticipate the questions and you offer the answer in that speech. So brilliant, very good. You are very at ease when you are doing your icebreakers speech. This is hard to do because a lot of people get nervous in the first speech, but you feel very comfortable. So it's a joy to listen to you. I have to say you have a lot of skills already, public skills already, and I just feel if you keep on working on your menu, all these 10 speeches, one day you will be a great public speaker. And I just want to hear more speech from you. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Okay, so we got our evaluations cleared, so we can, and Gia is here today, so we'll start with our table topics master, and we'll start with the table topics session.
First question, would you rather only see day or only night? Shrika?
The question was, would I rather live in only day or only night? I think I would choose only day because that's only when I get to see my friends during school and stuff, right? And yeah, it is kind of hard to sleep in the day, but I can still do that. If it was night, I couldn't get around. It'd probably be a lot harder to drive and other things. And the day is just pretty, you know? Like, I can't really think of anything you can do during the night other than stargazing. But in the day, there's so many things you can do. You can go to the park, you can go to school, you can stay at home. Day is just a beautiful time for everything. And yeah, I think I would choose day rather than night. And I can't really think of any reason night would be better than day. So, I'm trying to think. There are animals during the day, and in the night you can't really see. Most predators come out during the night. So yeah, day.
Would you rather have everything black or everything white that you own? Emma?
I would rather have everything I own white because black absorbs a lot of color, which makes things hotter. And even though if I wore white in the winter, I could always layer up. And in the summer, I could just wear one layer. And black things, it's not really much color. And if everything I own was black, it'd make me seem very shady. On the other hand, if I wore white, people wouldn't think much of that. For instance, if I were walking around in the park in autumn as I was wearing all black, people might stay away from me, and it'd also be really hard making friends. But if I wore white, I would not seem shady or suspicious, and people wouldn't stay away. Also, I believe that white is more aesthetically appealing to the eye instead of black in most cases. You wouldn't exactly see a person having their walls painted black in their room. And that's why I would choose everything I own to be white instead of black.
If you could destroy anything you want, what would it be, Pranika?
If I could destroy anything that I own, would be maybe a book, because I don't really read that much and I don't like reading. Because whenever I do read, I always miss words, and I skip lines. I never pronounce the right word, and whenever my dad tells me to read, I never want to read, and I always come up with an excuse not to. And I like other subjects, not like reading, maybe math. And unlike reading, you can't really memorize something, and for math, you can actually memorize something, and that's why I would choose a book.
Would you rather be forgotten after you die or be remembered as the cruelest person in history? What's your name?
Jason. Would I rather die and be forgotten or be remembered as the coolest person in the world? Naturally, I want to be the coolest person in the world, and I'm working on that, but I've got a long ways to go. I guess on my deathbed or once I'm put in the ground, they can look at me and say, he was a riveting guy, a lot of fun, and definitely cool. He also was smart and accomplished a lot of great things in his life. I guess at the end of the day, most of us will be forgotten after a few generations, so I might as well do something great and be remembered. I don't know what that's going to be, and hopefully it makes me cool. But I guess you have to define cool. What's cool? Hopefully me. But most of us will be forgotten. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Would you rather only say what you're thinking or never speak again? Jibbit. Would you rather only speak your thoughts or never speak again?
I would rather not speak again because I have a bunch of crazy thoughts. And most of them are mine too. And I don't think I would like to say them. So yeah.
Would you rather only eat sweet or savory foods? What's your name?
Navia.
You can do
Go. You have to say for 1 minute.
What does savory mean?
Salty things.
Oh.
Savory, sweet or salty, savory.
I would rather eat sweet because sweet, like it's more like tasty and it tastes good, and salty like makes a sour expression, and it doesn't taste a lot good there.
Okay.
And sweets are more better because there are more of them in the world. And sweets also make you feel good, and everyone likes sweets.
Okay.
So I would eat sweets more.
Would you rather save 1,000 people or a single billionaire who promises you cash? What's your name?
Eric.
You can do it.
Very ironic question.
Yeah.
So, would I rather save 1,000 people or one single billionaire who promises me a lot of cash? So, me personally, I've planned out already. I would save 1,000 people, right? And I would have them pay me $1,000, and then I get $1 million. So, and I don't know how much is a lot for the billionaire. So he might be giving me $50 and saying it's a lot. So I'd rather choose 1,000 people, and they could probably give me more than just money. They would probably give me like hospitality and food. So I think I'd choose 1,000 people.
Would you rather die at a young age but with no regrets, or die in an old age with a lot of regrets? Miss Anna?
Thanks, Gia, for that question. So the question is, do I rather die at a young age with no regret, or die in an old age with lots of regrets? I would choose latter because there are gonna be regrets regardless. Life is full of regrets, but there's always hope. I do wanna live long to experience a lot of things, the hopes, the regrets, the excitement, the disappointments, and everything that life has to offer. Even though there are a lot of regrets, I hope I have learned a lesson and make myself better every day. And I hope one day I will be called the coolest person in the world. But I have to admit, people will forget about me soon. But nah, let's hope not. But that's my motto for my life. I just want to experience a lot of things, good or bad, and just soak them in. Thank you for that question.
Yes. Would you rather only eat your favorite food or only be able to drink anything else but water? Yeah.
I'd rather only eat my favorite food because I don't really drink water, anything else except water anyways. So I'd rather only eat my favorite food. My favorite food would probably be mac and cheese. And I could eat mac and cheese for the rest of my life if I wanted.
Who would you like getting mac and cheese? Everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. What towns?
I like getting mac and cheese at Tops Barbecue.
Yeah, Tom's Barbecue.
Tops Barbecue.
Fat Larry's. Yeah.
And Central Barbecue. And that is why I'd rather eat my favorite food instead of drink everything except water. Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your Google search history be revealed to the world or your credit card statement last year?
Wait, repeat the question again?
Would you rather have your Google search history be revealed to the world or your credit card statement?
My Google search history? I don't really watch anything bad or anything. I don't know why my history is being revealed, but my credit card probably has a lot of my purchases and my bank account information, so I probably do not want that revealed. I only watch YouTube or do schoolwork on my Google. I don't know what. Great question, though. Interesting question. Thank you.
For example, what did you search in the last 3 days?
I can pull up my phone right now and I can tell you. Let's see.
You just paraphrase it, it don't matter.
No. Convert 120 kilograms into pounds, which is 264 pounds. Wiper fluid not spraying correctly. And
Clog nozzle.
and a Kawasaki Ninja 400. I was looking at motorcycles. I don't really watch anything bad on my Google search though. Thank you.
If you could travel back in time, where would you go?
Sophia?
Please, back like this.
If you could travel back in time, where would you go?
Okay. If I could travel back in time, where would I go? To be honest, anything before like the 2000s is probably not the best idea. I mean, if I were to go to like the 1900s, founding of America-ish, that's kind of not too great as a Chinese person, you know, Chinese immigration laws and stuff like that. And before that, there's not much to look at, not much to do. Maybe go to the like Jurassic age and then see dinosaurs and stuff like that. But going on to my previous topics about Bitcoin, I would indeed go back to 2016, peak year, best year, and then buy a bunch. Actually, no, I'll go back further, prepare, like buy when it was like one coin was about maybe a thousandth or like 10,000ths of a penny, and I had like amassed the entirety of Bitcoin. And then I wait and don't tell anybody about this because people are gonna want to sell before it reaches its peak. So I just keep holding it until it reaches like October of, I forgot what year it is actually, maybe 2018-ish, but it reached like $60,000 a coin and I'd like sell it all. I might crash the market, but I'd be rich, so thank you.
Would you rather be the smartest or the dumbest but richest person?
Would I rather be the smartest or smartest, richest person?
Smartest or dumbest but richest person.
Okay. I would be the dumbest, richest person because I feel like in this society, being smart is to make money, but if I already have money, why should I be smart? Thank you.
Why in society there's a dumb and the rich? Why?
Studying.
Does everybody had a question?
No.
Xavier doesn't have a question.
Okay, I'm holding my hand up.
I'm holding it up for you. Would you rather have all your friends disappoint in you or all of your family?
What's your question again?
Would you rather have all of your friends disappoint in you or all of your family?
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka. So the question here was that would I be fine with my friends disappointed with me or rather my family? So I guess I would choose friends. I would be fine that my friends are disappointed with me but not family, because family is where the home is and they are the people who are always at your back. They are always there for your support. And they brought you up in this world, nurtured you, and I wouldn't want to disappoint anybody who is always with me, I can look back upon, and those are my pillars of my life. So I won't disappoint my family. Would not want to disappoint my friends either, but if I choose, it would be friends to disappoint, but not my family. Thank you.
You're not going to disappoint me.
Yes, you are part of my family. Thank you.
Would you rather have a lot of luck or a lot of money? Xavier?
Question is, would I rather have a lot of luck or a lot of money?
Yeah.
I think I would choose a lot of luck, and here's why. Though having a lot of money up front would be great, but if I'm really lucky and have a lot of luck, I can maybe invest into something or start betting money. And because I'm very lucky, I could win, and get even more money that I would have if I went straight out with a lot of money. But not just money wise would luck be good. Luck would be good in all sorts of scenarios. Like say there's a question on a quiz or a test I don't know, and I randomly select one and it happens to be the right one and I get good grades. Or maybe in college during a midterm or other exams, that it would be questions I may not know and I get really lucky, select them, and get good grades. So if I had to choose between a lot of luck or a lot of money, though the money would be nice up front, in the long run, a lot of luck would be the better choice. Thank you for the question.
Would you rather be forced in the same city your whole life or move to another city every 2 weeks? Horace?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Would you rather be forced in the same city your whole life or move to another city every 2 weeks?
I think I would rather move to another city every 2 weeks. And I think this is why and how I'll attempt to do that. Let's say I'm in one city the first week and I meet 12 people that week. And then 2 weeks later, I move to another city and I meet 12 more people. Well, if you do the math, you would see 12 people per week for 52 weeks. That's a lot of people that I would have gotten to know. However, if I was stuck in one city, it wouldn't take a whole lot of time before I know everybody in that city. And then that city will start to become boring to me because I know everybody. But if I can move about every 2 weeks, meeting new people, having new experiences, I think that would be the better option for me. Now, imagine I'm driving down the highway and I have met 48 people times 12 and my car breaks down. Chances are someone may pull over and we already know each other. So I don't have to worry about, oh, I'm scared if somebody stops. Are they going to be nice to me? Or are they going to further run me off the road or something like that? So again, I would choose to move every 2 weeks and meet the 24 to 12 people per week until I get. Thank you for the wonderful question, and back to you. Riveting.
Thank you for that great tabletop discussion, Gia. We'll now start into our general evaluation. So I'll bring up our general evaluator, Sophie.
It was a great meeting today. Thank you, Shrika, for your phenomenal speech about Van Gogh. I really liked that you didn't only talk about his achievements, but also like his struggles with like mental health and everything else. And thank you, Emma, for your great icebreaker and talking about like these big transitions in your life, like moving from Ohio to Tennessee or just public school to homeschool. It's a great speech. And thank you, Anna and Horace, for your in-depth evaluations. And thank you, Gia, for making these table topics.
Grammarian's report.
I would like to introduce the grammarian.
For today's speeches, the Shrika, you had 6 filler words and 0 use of the day. Emma, you had 0 filler words and no use of the word a day. For the evaluators, Mr. Horace had 0 filler words or use of the day, and Miss Anna had 0 filler words and no use of the word a day. For the table topics, Shrika had 2 filler words and no word a day. Emma had 0 filler words and no use of the word a day. Pranika had 3 filler words, no use of the word a day. Mr. Jason had 0 filler words and the use of the day. Jivid had no filler words and no use of the word a day. Is it Navia? Navia. You didn't have any filler words because you did use the word and a lot. And you had no word of the day. And Eric had no filler words, no word of the day. Miss Anna had 1 filler word, no word of the day. Deanna had no filler words and no word of the day. Palacia had 2 filler words, no word of the day. Tim had no filler words, no word of the day. Sophie had no filler words and no word of the day. I didn't get to catch your name, but you had 2 filler words and no word of the day. Xavier had no filler words, no use of the word day, and Mr. Horace had no filler words and no use of the word of the day.
Now I'd like to bring up the timers report with our timer, Sophie.
For the speeches, Shrika did 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and Horace, as her evaluator, did 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Emma's icebreaker was 4 minutes and 8 seconds, and Miss Anna, as her evaluator, did 2 minutes on the dot. As for table topics, Shrika did 1 minute, and Emma did 1 minute 15 seconds. Pranika did 1 minute 13 seconds. Jason did 53 seconds. Javith did 13 seconds. Nadia did 1 minute and 2 seconds. Eric did 35 seconds. Miss Anna did 1 minute and 13 seconds. Diana did 1 minute 16 seconds. Palacia did 51 seconds. Tim did 1 minute and 13 seconds. Priyanka did 1 minute and 3 seconds. Xavier did 1 minute and 14 seconds. And Horace did 1 minute and 40 seconds. Thank you.
That concludes our session for Toastmasters, and now we need to have those for next week.